Hi guys, welcome to my channel Sex Talk with Kissa, where we'll be discussing all things sex and yum. The aim of the channel is just to normalize talking about sex and just being very comfortable, getting to a place where we're comfortable with ourselves, with our partners, and being able and free, really being free to try and experiment and just discover new things. You know, it's so important to be open and honest, especially when it comes to sex. It's the make or break of relationships. It really is. Besides finance, sex is the money you can make. But if the sex is just draining the life out of you and you have no joy, what's the point? Even the money won't make sense if you have really bad sex or you have someone who's just not interested. So this is what we want to do, normalize it. And guys, why not? Ladies, why not? Why not? I'm all for it. Quick side note, I'm not a sex therapist. I'm not a practitioner by any means. I'm just chatting. Think of me as your pal and your girlfriend next door. We're just sitting around and chatting as girls and guys and learning from each other. I do have experts in the field that are friends that we can reference from time to time if need be. But until then, just think of us as chatting and learning from each other. That's what it is. We're just sharing experiences and we're learning. Okay. So for everyone who's new to the channel, we had our introductions and I spoke about learning your V for the ladies and just learning and looking and, finding what works and what feels good and being very vocal with what we want to try and what we want to maybe get your man to do for you. I mean, it's like we're trying to see, we want to see what works for us as couples, and we want to enjoy each other. So there's no other way to do it except try until you find what works. I mean, you find what works. I think sex it's just an endless road of opportunities and an endless stream or well of things that we can try and do. It doesn't have to be repetitive. It doesn't have to be a drag to do, and I know it can become that. But we want to change that up. 2022, we want to have good sex and we want to have good blowjobs and we want to have good eating. We want you guys to go down and do a good job, okay? No more mediocre sex. We don't want a mediocre life. Why should we have a mediocre sex life? I refuse to accept that. So we're gonna dive in. So we've covered the girls and we've prepped the guys, and I'm sure the guys are prepped and ready to go down on us and eat us and take us in. Now we are going to be giving the guys their bits. Guys, we got you covered. We are going to be taking care of you. We're talking blowjobs and we're talking foreplay for guys as well. As much as we love being kissed and licked and all the yummy stuff, it's exactly the same for guys, ladies. Guys, I'm so sorry. I know some of you don't even remember when's the last time you had a blowjob. And if you just see the life drain out of my face, that's such a sad thing. Look, I understand how life can get the stresses and the pressures of life. And in the beginning, before there's kids, and I know, you had this, fireworks and lit sex life, and then, life. Either we're dealing with our parents, aging and that, or it's the kids have come, they're small, all these things, ladies. I know it really can, these things a lot of times affect us ladies, and the men, the men are like up and ready to go at a moment's notice. It's us ladies that seem to take on a lot more, and it affects us a lot more negatively. So this is why I want to normalize the sex topic, so that even after your whole burden of responsibilities, and it's a lot, just like the guys, I want you to take that off when it's your sexy time with your person and enjoy it. Literally, I want you to lock everything else out of your mind and only be thinking and doing what you're meant to be doing at the time when it's your sex time and your lovemaking time and your foreplay time. Everything else has to stop at the door and stay out, kids included. So get your chores done by the time your person gets home, or if you both work and you get home, get what you need to get done. Guys, if you have help at home, it's perfect. If you don't have help, guys, I know it's tiring, I know, but we want to help each other to get everything done, and kiddies in bed and whatever sorted out, dogs fed, whatever needs to be done, get it done so that your sexy time, you have time to decompress and relax, and also now time to enjoy and just take each other in, because it's a special time. It really is. And not every day is caviar and champagne. I understand that. But even if you're having a quickie doesn't mean no foreplay. You can have quickie foreplay. You can. I'm telling you, you can. It's doable. But we just want to learn the things to do so. Even if you're having, ladies, we have something called a 5-minute face, 10-minute face, where you can spend a few minutes, make up with your face and get it done because you're dashing out the door. You don't want to treat sex as a dash, but I know, like during the week with, you get to bed and so I know that it's not always going to be a long drawn out thing. So for the times when you do have that time, like maybe the weekend or when you don't have the kids, you want to draw everything we're going to talk about, you can draw it out for that period of time. But if it's during the week, we're exhausted, but we're going to love each other, and this is what we're going to do. So guys, today's your day. It's foreplay for the men. And if you haven't had a blowjob in a long time and you can't even remember when's the last time you had a blowjob, let alone her touch you, I'm so sorry. On behalf of all the ladies, I'm sorry, but we got you now. So you've done everything. It's your time alone. Ladies, your hands, your mouth, your tongue, keep your teeth away. These are your tools. Even as far as the bass in your voice, that vibration, everything works. Okay? So you want to make sure your hands are nice and soft and supple. So when you've had a shower or bath and you want to rub that lovely, beautiful lotion on when your hands are still damp, so your hands are soft and supple. And that's a good thing. And then you want to make sure your hands are wet, because when you're handling him, the foreskin, the penis is very sensitive. The head of the penis has 4,000 nerves. So just the way we speak about it's sensitive for ladies down there. And I spoke about guys, please, you have to have enough saliva when you're going down on us and licking us. There's nothing worse than a dry tongue or dry fingers handling us down there. Everything should be lubricated. It's the same for the guys. And if your man is circumcised, you're not so worried about prepping the top area first, the skin in readiness. So prepping in terms of sucking and licking him and just moistening. The skin comes over the head and you want to just run your tongue inside the rim of his penis to ready that skin to fold down ever so gently so that you expose the head. And while you're doing that, you want to take him into your mouth. And you want to go down slowly. Slowly. Guys, especially if you haven't had in a while, I know it's going to be a shock. I know, we're so sorry. But just lie back and enjoy it. Oh, just lie back and enjoy it. Ladies, your one hand is for the shaft of the penis. So the head, the top of the penis is the shaft, right? The shaft. And then the base of the penis, the head, the top of the penis is the head, and then the bottom of the penis is the shaft. And the foreskin, if he's not circumcised, covers the head. So all that, your hands have to be nice and lubricated, because when you handle his foreskin, you pull down. Even for a man that's circumcised, your hands must be lubricated, because remember, it's all very sensitive. So the gliding up and down has to be gentle. And even when things get heated up and hot and bothered and you're going to maybe go a bit faster, you still have to make sure your hands are lubricated. So if you're someone who loves to go down on your man, your saliva glands will immediately light up and you'll have so much saliva, so you don't have to worry so much about lubricant. If it's not your thing and you're just learning, you're nervous, I can understand. The same way I told men you can keep a lemon slice at the side of the bed and just have a bit of a suck on it. It loosens up those saliva glands and brings saliva forward. If that's not a thing, there are edible lubricants that taste good. Look for a good one, guys. You have to just try, and then you can use that. And then as things progress, you'll find that you also get a bit more saliva in your mouth. But don't be discouraged if it's not going or the way you imagined it. You gotta just take your time and just spoil him and just switch off and just concentrate. The pads of your fingers are your fingertips, where your fingerprints are. So when you handle him with the pads of your fingers, ladies, it's a gentle touch, it's a gentle caress. And I'm doing it on this arm so you can see. So when you touch him, it's with the pads of your fingers, and you just want to be gentle and caress in that way. So when you've got him in your mouth and you go down and pull the skin down gently, and when you come up, you have the sucking motion. Watch your teeth, ladies. There's nothing worse for a man than when he's erect and aroused and then you hurt him with your teeth. It's very sensitive and it's sore. So please be careful with your teeth. So just keep going up and down slowly. And while you're at it, I spoke about that voice, that bass, that's so important, because that vibration and that bass in your voice, it doesn't have to be loud like you're this engine. It just can be subtle and sexy, like a but you want to access this part of your throat. Okay, if you put your fingers in and you go like in your, if you access the deeper part of your vocals and you go it's got a bass. It's got a bass sound and it's got a vibration. When you laugh, you feel it. So all that works, okay? All that works. It just adds to the feeling. Guys, we're gonna light up 2022. We want to spoil you guys this year. We really do. And we want to be spoiled too. So while you're sucking him up and down, you remember your hands are wet all the time, lubricated. Your other hand is caressing his genitals, but gently, gently, gently. And when you're going up and down, you want to also tilt your head to the side. So when you go up, you come out, and then you want to suck the sides, going down of his penis. So you then put your mouth like that and go down, all the way down. And then when you get to his genitals, unless he tells you he doesn't like it or doesn't want you to do that, you're gonna just swirl your tongue. Like play. Guys, groom. Please groom. Please groom. No exceptions. Swirl your tongue around. Come back up his shaft. Take him in again. And at the same time, if he's lying down or sitting, whatever, with your other hand, you want to just caress him. Go to his breast. If you've got a nice pedi and you've got nice long nails, you want to just try and go to the back of his neck and scratch ever so gently. Nibble and kiss his neck, the earlobes. Come back down. Guys, you're experimenting. It's like you're eating. It's like you're eating a bit of here and you want to taste here. So, just enjoy it and go with it. I mean, enjoy it. I don't know how far you'll get, because by this time he's going to be ready to go and just wants to have you and be in you. And guys, there's no clock. Take your time, but if he's ready for you, and if you're like a lot of people, you'll be so turned on by turning your man on and by pleasuring him. It will turn you on. So allow yourself. And you know, you'll glance at him now every now and then while you're busy. You don't want to stare at him. You're just going to glance now and then to see reactions, because that's also telling you what's working, okay? But your focus is here. You don't want to be staring at him. Let him enjoy himself. Curl his toes. Let him curl his toes. It's all good. But your focus is here. So be gentle. And if things heat up, or if he goes, yes, baby, right there. The way you guys love it when we say, oh, right there, right there. Ladies, say, if you like something, tell him so he knows he's doing it right. And it's the same thing with you guys. If you like what we're doing, tell us so we know that we're on the right track. We just want to know we're on the right track. We don't need a conversation, but give us something. We know it's, moaning is like maybe our thing, but we know that you guys are not like, you won't be making all the noises but just give us something, little hints here and there, so we know that we're doing the right thing. Okay, especially if it's, you're starting, it's a new thing, you're experimenting, it hasn't been a normal thing for your relationship, so you just want to give each other. And also, even if you don't want to speak, you can, give little moans here and there, like, so she knows. But if you're comfortable speaking, tell her, oh, there, babe, harder, softer. Oh, yes, do that again, babe. That just cuts everything, the time in half. Like, it just speeds up learning each other. But just take it in your stride, guys. Take it in your stride. Ladies, spend the time. Spoil him, spoil him, spoil him. And if you've now had your time and he can't resist, he needs you, and you make love, or whether you have that animal sex and grabs you and you come. Guys, we know when you're done, you want to sleep. We know. Please don't just fall off to sleep. Have a bit of a cuddle, whether you shower, have a bit of a kiss here and there, and just love on each other when you're done. That little cuddle is so important, and that little chat, whether it's about what you just experienced or whether it's about little tidbits of the day, whatever it is, but that time post-sex is so important. Post-love-making, we love it. So guys, I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you for allowing me to share with you guys. So please remember to subscribe, like the channel, share with your friends, and also in the comment section, tell us what you like, and let's chat about it. And I'll give again those details in the comment section where we can do the call one-on-one. Then that way I can hear what everyone's differences are and where I can perhaps advise and help. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys spending this time with me. Until I see you guys again, have a good night.